Now it's time for me to introduce the concept of the logic tree. Logic tree is the snapshot of this aggregating the problem into issues. When disaggregating the big issues, it's better for you to disaggregate the issues as your shape of the issue, as a shape of the tree, as a tree shapes. So if you look at the picture on this slide, on your left hand side there's a problem or big issues, and then you want to disaggregate big issues into small issues in the right hand boxes, in 3 right hand boxes. And as I said, in dividing the issues, you have to apply to the MECE rules. And once you disaggregated the issues in the first level as 3 sub-issues, and then each one of the 3 issues may be divided into the sub-issues one level deeper, right? And then you can iterate such disaggregation as deeply as possible. The entire sub-issues disaggregated looks like a tree shapes. That's why we call this disaggregating big issues into small issues as logic tree. And then once you disaggregated the problems into small issues, and then it's easier for you to analyze those small sub-issues, or you can easily see which one is more important than the others. And you can simply focus on those relatively important issues for analysis. So issue tree is quite useful in prioritizing which issues, which sub-issues to tackle and which not to tackle at all. And in this logic tree on this slide, if you see that the highlighted sub-issues, that those issues are major issues to focus on for further analysis. Okay. There are 3 types of logic trees you may use in developing the business strategies. The left-hand side issue tree is simply dividing the problem into 3 small issues. So that is logic tree to identify the key issues. And there are another type of the logic tree that is to find the key causes. The problem is divided into 3 key causes. And also there is an issue tree to draw the meaningful solutions. So problem is divided into finding solution 1, 2, 3. You may use any type of the logic trees which is suitable to disaggregate the sophisticated problems, or in your own purpose you can choose any one if you like. This is an example of three different types of the logic trees. So first, on your left-hand side, this is the logic tree to identify the key issues. So for example, I don't feel good. Okay? And then you can disaggregate the problem into three different issues: headache, stomach, or your leg hurts. So the entire problem is divided into three different issues. And at this stage, you may have a question about MECE on this logic tree. So I emphasized that when disaggregating the problem into the issues, you have to disaggregate it in accordance with the MECE rule. What is MECE? Mutually exclusive and collectively exhaustive. Headache, stomach, leg hurts are mutually exclusive each other, right? If there is some symptoms not doing so well, is on the area of the head, and that's different from your ache in the stomach, and also that's different from something of your trouble in your area of the leg. So in that sense, three of those issues are mutually exclusive, right? But when you do not feel very good, there might be the other problems. For example, your hands hurt. Right? In that case, those three do not cover the problems of your hands. So in that sense, this logic tree is not collectively exhaustive, right? If this is not collectively exhaustive, why do I use this as an example? Okay, but we are now dealing with the area of social science, not natural science, okay? So there is no perfect distinction, or there is no perfect way of disaggregating the issues using the MECE tool. But I encourage you to do as much as possible to apply the MECE tool. So if somebody does not feel good, and maybe the issues might be one out of the three major issues, that's headache, stomach ache, leg hurts, and the rest of the problem is only less than 5% or less than 10%, and then disaggregating the problem into three areas might be okay. So that depends on the situation. And if you move to the logic tree in the center of this slide, okay, this is the logic tree to find the key causes. My stomach hurts, and I want to know why does my stomach hurt. So I want to explore the key causes of the problem. And then one of the causes of my stomach ache might be I ate spoiled food last night, or because it's so hot, even at night, I laid out my stomach and slept. That's why my stomach hurts. Or in last evening, I played with my son, and while wrestling with my son, I got hit hard by my son. So that's why my stomach hurts. So there might be a lot of different reasons. But if you look at the cause 1, 2, and 3, all of them looks quite mutually exclusive. But again, those trees are not collectively exhaustive. But today I have an ache in my stomach, and then if I recall what happened, what is the main cause, and then if those trees are something in my mind, and then I think one of those 3 causes might be the main reason, and it's okay for you to disaggregate your problems into those 3 key causes. Okay? And then finally, in your right hand side of this slide, this is the logic tree to draw the meaningful solution. What is the solution to the headache? Okay? One of the solutions might be sleep more, or another solution might be take a medicine. Okay? Or you may have a headband on your head because you have the headache. So those 3 potential solutions look mutually exclusive each other, and if the solution to the headache might be one of the trees, and it may cover 80 or 90% of the solutions, and this logic tree is quite okay, even though it's not perfectly collectively exhaustive. Okay, so hopefully this example is helpful for you to understand what is logic tree and what are the types of the logic trees.